here. Okay, so yeah, in our previous class, so we have discussed about the studio administration, right? HANA studio administration part. So, and also this is for the why we are using the studio means to monitor the HANA databases, right? To monitor the HANA databases, everyone they should be install the everyone we should install the so HANA cockpit on their local laptops or desktops, and we should connect from there, right? Suppose if you see here, so this is our central server, SAP Linux server HANA database. So you are here, I am here, you are here, around the clock. So we are in the globe, so we are everyone here, right? But everyone should connect to the HANA database. So we have to use the HANA Studio. Same, everyone should use the HANA Studio, and HANA Studio. Everyone we have to use the HANA Studio and monitor the all the HANA databases and everything, right? So this is the one method currently we are doing it. Everyone we are using and we are monitoring, right? And also to connect to the OS level, you need to install the putty. Through putty also you need to connect it. Some other tools also you need to connect it. This is for one person, one HANA studio, another person, one more HANA studio, one more multiple HANA studios we should be required, right? And also multiple putty sessions also be required. To avoid this type of things, SAP come up with SAP one solution that is called the HANA Cockpit. HANA Cockpit. So using this HANA Cockpit, so we can install HANA Cockpit in the one central location. Suppose this is our HANA server. So how will you monitor the HANA server using the HANA server? How will you monitor the HANA servers using the suppose HANA Studio? That you have to install. The Studio is the software. You have to install the Studio. But so here, though in this host you have installed the HANA server. To monitor in every desktop, you need HANA Studio, HANA Studio, HANA Studio. But SAP, recently they have come up with the one solution that is called the HANA Cockpit, which is browser-based monitoring. Browser-based means web-based, so monitoring and managing the your HANA systems. So using this one, so web-based. So which means, so you not only monitor the HANA Studio through HANA Studio, you can also do one central location, which means just same as like how we installed the HANA database, same way we have to install the HANA so cockpit. After that you need to so do the you need to once you install the HANA cockpit, it will just you can install on the same box or multiple box. It's required the 32 GB RAM and everything, right? That is small interface monitoring. Suppose that is called the HANA Cockpit 2.0. That is what we are going to discuss in today's topic. Using this HANA Cockpit, when you install the HANA Cockpit, same as like SAP, how will you install it? It will generate the URLs, two URLs, web-based URLs. So one is the Cockpit Manager, and second one is the Cockpit Administration, HANA Cockpit. One is the Cockpit Manager, second one is the Cockpit. So two URLs it will be generated when you install the HANA Cockpit. To install the HANA Cockpit, we don't require much RAM, and 32 GB RAM and 200 GB free space. So that is enough for the HANA Cockpit. But because HANA Cockpit just to monitor and perform the administration activities of the HANA system. Same way how we did for the our systems like through Studio, how we did it. Same way we can also monitor from the cockpit also, HANA Cockpit also. So this is one of the recent questions they may ask you, right? So how to perform that one, HANA Cockpit, right? Now we will see this one. This is the error we are getting, right? So here program terminated with this one. So this is the one of the library actually. So this is giving the error. Okay, so not a problem. So when you install the HANA Cockpit, it will generate the two URLs. Just same as like how you install the HANA database, same way you have to install the HANA Cockpit. By end of the installation, you will get the HANA two URLs it will you will get on a cockpit and cockpit manager. So those things we have to open. Like how we have to open means, so these are the URLs. We have to open it. These are the URLs which you have to open it. So we have already cockpit is installed in our landscape. So we have cockpit already installed. This is the one URL cockpit manager, and the second one is the cockpit. So two URLs, right? So this is in the SAP HANA host. This is already installed, right? So one more thing is that, so to log in with this cockpit URL, first we have to log in with the cockpit manager. You need to use the cockpit underscore admin. The password is same password. You can use it. Then we will open the HANA system, HANA cockpit manager. It will open it. So this is a browser based, so that everyone they can open the URL in your browser. Then you can monitor it. You don't need to install any specific softwares. So nothing. You don't need to install anything from the systems. You don't need to do anything here. Just you can install the install the cockpit in the one of the central location in the same as like SAP database, HANA database, how you installed it. Then after that, it will generate the URLs. That URLs you have to open it. That's it. So same URLs you can share it to the your colleagues. They can also monitor the HANA databases. So same as like in the cockpit. So this way we can open the cockpit. So it's a web-based tool. Cockpit is the web-based. So first of all, what we have to do here, we need to register our databases. We need to register our databases. To add our systems into the cockpit, the first of all, we need to register our databases into the cockpit here. So for that one, we need to check what are the databases we have in our landscape. The first part, what we have to do, how to register the databases into the cockpit, right? That is the first option. Then after that, how to monitor. So these are the subtopics will come under the cockpit, right? So how to register, how to add the systems into cockpit. Why? Because how we added to the HANA Studio. Same way here also, how to how to register, or how to add the SAP HANA databases into cockpit or studio. Studio we know, right? So it's a Eclipse based. Studio is the Eclipse based tool software that we have to do that one. Eclipse software we have to install it. But this one, so one browser just to open the URL that will be opened. So that is the difference between the HANA Cockpit and HANA Studio, right? As of now, you have done the administrations of using the HANA Studio. Now you will get the more experience, new user experience with the HANA Cockpit. So previously HANA Cockpit was integrated with HANA Studio only, HANA Studio, HANA database. But they have deprecated this one and they have developed the HANA Cockpit 2.0. They have developed, and with this one we have to newly install the HANA Cockpit. We have to newly install it, right? Using this HANA Cockpit URLs, every developer, every user, they don't need to install anything on their local machines and everything. Just to open the URL in the browser, the common browser, then they can access the our HANA systems. Before that, we need to, as a basis consultant, we need to how to register the systems into HANA Cockpit. For that one, you need to log into the Cockpit Manager. Then first of all, check what are the databases we have up and running here. So go to the here. Here you will see what are the databases we have. So S4D we have, right? You can see here S4D system we have in other host. Then what up? Then H4C we have, right? These are the two databases we have in the landscape. So one is the H4C HANA Cockpit, and that we installed it. Then S4D, that is the normal database. So both are in the same host. Both are in the same host we have installed it. So just to open the URL, so just click on the register the databases. Just click on the register the databases. This database is already registered. That is the reason it is showing here. Then once again, I will show you here how to register it. Just to register the database. Just click on the register the database. Then so provide the database host name. That is the SAP HANA. Or suppose if HANA Linux one, our Linux is one system is working. Here also we have the database. So that one also we can create it. That one also from there also we can create the one more system. One we can also add it to the in this HANA Cockpit. We can add it. So that we will do that one. Why? Because currently there is a binaries, I guess. There is a one library which is taking actually, which is update. So let me just update the everything here, so that let's see when a binary is missing, that will update it, right? So meanwhile, we will continue with this one. So just to add the instance number, what is the instance number of this one? Once you add it, it will be applicable for everyone, right? Once you add it, it will be applicable for the everyone. So what is that one? So what is this? So what is the S4D instance number? So S4D instance number 55. Can you see that? 55. Then you can add the 55 here. Then single container or multi-container. This is a multi-container, right? Then you can add the tenant database name as S4D. So like that, you can add it. Just click on the step 2 button, right? This is for the adding the systems into the HANA cockpit. Just we need to provide the database details. How we will add it to the HANA Studio. Then next screen, we will provide the system, right? System user, then password, right? Same way you can add it. Just click on the, if you can already, if you have the already user, you can provide it. Otherwise, you can just create the new user also. Here, new user also, we can create it. Just click on the OK button. So what is the group, database group? Is it a training group, or which group you want to add this one? Suppose training group. So you can add it. Just click on the file and review and register, so that the database will register into this cockpit here. The database will be registered into the successfully registered. We can see here S4D registered. So S4H registered. So H4C registered. So many databases are registered here. So this is the way we need to register the database. So multiple databases we can register it. So groups, if you want to create the group, as of now, we created the one training group we created, right? One training group. So you want to create the one more group. Suppose like development. So why we are creating the groups means, so all development systems under the one group, all the development systems under one group, all quality systems under the group. Under the group, we have the list of systems are there. So that is the reason. So the SAP introduced this groups concept. SAP introduced this groups concept. They have introduced it. Suppose you want to create the any new users. So here you can create the new users also. You can create it. So suppose currently we have only cockpit underscore. So cockpit underscore admin user is there. You want to create the some basis user, right? You want to create the basis user for monitoring the HANA databases, cockpit users. Then you can use the basis user. Suppose I'm creating the one basis user here, right? So email ID. So you can put anything like SAP, not in real world, you have to put the email ID. So maybe I can put like something like this, okay? But it is not exist. So what is the role? Is the cockpit administrator, cockpit database, all the roles you can assign to depends upon the activity he has to perform. You can assign this one. Then group, what is the group? What is the group? So training group. So you want to create the training group. You want to which assign it? Do nothing. Then just click on the create. So the new user is created, so that you guys also can log in with this new user. You guys also can log in with this new user. Also you can log in. So you can also log in with this new user, right? So you can also log in with this new user into the system. So we can also log in, right? So same way how we can log in, same way you can also log into this new user. So this is the way we can create the users groups. Groups means, so multiple groups means all the development systems under the one group, and so like that we can create it. Then after you adding the sessions here, after you adding here, what are the, after you adding here, so what are the how to monitor them? You added the system in the HANA Cockpit Manager. So this is the port number 51034. So in the interview point of time, they may ask you frequently asked questions are the what is the port number for the HANA Cockpit Manager, HANA Cockpit. So you have to answer like 5 instance, the 510. So 34 is the instance number. 51034 is the port number for the HANA Cockpit Manager. So cockpit manager is only for adding the how to register the means using the cockpit manager. So only cockpit manager we can add the databases, we can just create the users and everything, only cockpit manager. Then how can we monitor? Why? Because see, in the HANA Studio we have the everything, we can just click on the add button, same way we can register, and just the instance number, multi container, same way, same form we have filled here also, right? While creating, while registering the database, same way you can create it multiple things here, right? Same way we can create it, we can add it. Then after that, once you double click it, you will get the screen, and there we can monitor and everything, right? Same way here. Here also, same way here also. So, but here we have added, but to monitor this one, you need to go to the HANA Cockpit. That is the 51032, 51032, 51034. These are the port numbers. Remember, these port numbers, definitely they may ask you one question. So what is the databases? Like 51032 is the, so is the cockpit administrator. So 510 is the cockpit manager. Cockpit manager. So is the port number is the 51034, and the cockpit just 51032. These are the thing. So here, this is the new user experience, Fiori tiles, kind of HANA Cockpit is the Fiori tiles here. Here we can monitor the all the databases here. In the training group, how many systems are there? So two are there, two not running, one is running with the issues. In the production, how many? Development, how many? Call testing, in how many? Like that, groups creation. We discussed, right? Groups creation in the quality. If you create the new group, and one more group will come here. I created the training group, then training will come here, right? Same as like that. So we have the, so things will come to the here, right? So this is the way, right? This is the HANA Cockpit here, right? Are you guys are getting here? Just this is a browser based URL. This is a one of the new user experience to monitor the HANA databases. Through Cockpit also we can monitor it, but every person they should install the Cockpit and we can have to add it. But here, so just to, you can register the databases, that's it. Just so just to, you can just give the URL to the user, just give the URL to the user. Every user, they can monitor the, they can do the all the activities. Why? Because every user there has a browser, right? Just to open the URL in your browser, that will be open the all the HANA systems, even mobile phones also you can open it, right? It is possible, right? So that is the way we can, so we can register and monitor the data. But HANA Studio will open from the your smart devices? No, right? Why? Because it's required the laptop and the software we have to install it, and all those things we have to perform it. That is the Eclipse based tool. This is the browser based tool, right? So this is the one. This is the difference between the HANA Studio and the Cockpit. HANA Studio, Cockpit. So what are the port numbers for the HANA Cockpit? Cockpit is the 51032 and Cockpit Manager is the 34. What is the difference between the Cockpit and Cockpit Manager? So Cockpit is like, what is the difference? Now you can tell me what is the difference? Cockpit Manager is for to register the HANA database. Yeah, it register the databases only. Creation of the users and
Administrator is for administrating database.
administrating the database. So now you added, right? You added the data. Now you added the databases. Whatever you added the database, the databases come to the here status, right? The values, everything, it will come here. Just click on the database. Just open the, click on the tile. If you click on the tile, you will get the what are the databases are here and what are the running, what are the not running here. Suppose we added the S4D, right? S4D you added, S4D you added, and S4D is up and running here. So here one more advantage is here, you will see the utilization, ARM, CPU, everything from graphs wise. Graphs wise you can see. Just to one time if you enter the password. So all these things you can observe it in the graphs wise. Suppose that is not possible in the here. In the HANA Studio, that is not possible here. So you can pull the previous history data also, just to graphical wise. So you can pull the data. So suppose like example, I want to see my CPU spikes. At what time it was very high spike. So at what time? Maybe this is the CPU 62% 18. Then at what time? 8:33, 38, right? 8:38 p.m. we have the high CPU utilization. I want to see yesterday's one, yesterday's to today's one. Just change the dates, click on the next button, then you will see the graphs. See here. So very high utilization, 99%, very high utilization. So not only CPU, so you can also just monitor the your disk utilization also, you can monitor it, right? You can also monitor the memory utilizations. How will be the memory utilization? See here, memory spikes here. So like that, so you can filter the date and you can see it. It's kind of new user experience, right? So like that you can monitor. So not only disks, CPU, memory. So if we go inside of the database, just click on the database. Here you will get the what are the critical alerts, high priority alerts, low priority alerts, and what is the disk usage. Graphical wise, you will get what is the version. Some same as like overview page. In Hana Studio, we have the overview page, right? Same as like you will get the new user experience here, right? Suppose if you want to go inside of the database, just click on the database. Just click on the database. It will take you through. So database level here. So database is opened here. Same monitoring tab. So here in the Hana Studio, we will see the services like list of services, how many services are active and everything, right? So all services are active, index server, everything. Then, so here new user experience, everything will be new here. So new user. So new user means everything will be the here tabs wise, it will be displayed here. How many alerts? So and memory usage here. What is the memory usage? Where we can monitor CPU usage and disk usage, sessions, and SQL statements. So buffer cache, then threads, how many sessions, active threads, 8, no blocked threads, administration consoles, queue request, so monitor how many requests in the queue. So all these things we can monitor it here. All the requests in we can monitor here. So you can see here. So that is where we can monitor. So and also we can also monitor all these things. So same whatever you do in the Hana Studio, more than that we can do from cockpit also. That's why nowadays everyone they will ask the cockpits. Have you worked on the Hana cockpit? Yes. So then what is the port numbers? Right? If you open the alert definition, we have the one critical alerts, right? Just if you open the one alerts definition, what are the alerts we have in the so systems? When is the last run? So what is suppose we can also configure the emails that we discussed, right? Emails configurations. Same way we can configure it. That alerts tab. This is the alerts tab. So then this is the overview tab. This is the landscape tab. Services related information. Service related information. You can see it here. So running with the issues. How many services are there? You can see all the services here. So Hana running with that index server is running with the issues. So what is that issue? So you can just go to the inside of system and you will get more information here, right? Go to the trace file, you can check it out directly. Can go to the trace file directly. So here in Hana Studio, we have to go to the, so again diagnosis files, there we have to monitor everything, right? But here just it will automatically, it will navigate through the respective page. If you want to stop, you can stop it. So everything we can do from here. So and also not only alerts, monitoring, landscape, and everything. Many things we can perform it from here. See here how the utilization is displaying here. So many things we can perform it here, right? You want to monitor the table usage. You want to monitor the blocked transactions. So table means data. So data will be stored into the table level, right? Here you can monitor it, how the table usage, how the tables, which table is this? This is one of the table. What is the memory size? So everything you can see here. What is the table? And number of partitions, how many reads and writes, how many times it is reading and writing, top tables. So you want to top 50 tables, right? You can see total 195 tables. In 195 tables, how much memory is it? So what is this exactly? All the information we can track it from here, right? It's kind of, it is possible from the Hana Studio, not possible. Only here we can monitor it. Here we can monitor the all these things, we can monitor it here, right? Cache is also we can monitor it. Buffers, what are the SQL statements are running currently in the system, that we can monitor it. Active threads, right? So monitor day performance, table usage, all the information you can see here. So everything we can monitor it from here. So trace means, so you can go to the database explorer. There you can see the trace in the diagnostic wise, like sorry, in the browser mode, everything we can open it from here, right? You can see here. So what is happening? Directly you, it will navigate it to the index server trace file. From there, Hana Studio, you have to go to the diagnosis files, you have to open the file. But here, just open it. So it will automatically take you through the, so that related file, the related file it will take you through. So here more we can monitor, more we can perform it from. So here, right? So here we have added only system tenant DB. Let me try to add the system DB here just to register the database. Just to register the database. Then what is the host name? SAP HANA, and instance number is same. Instance number 05, is it? This is not, this is the one.
55.
55, right? S40 area. Yes, 55. Okay, just make it 55. System DB. Just if you want to full the description, you can full it. This encryption connection name is not required. Keep it technical user. So if you want to create the user, you can create the, you can just give the existing one. You want to create the new user, just create the maybe cockpit, something like that password. You can give it here. Create the new user here. Just you can provide the new user, which user you are going to create. You don't need to log into the database and you don't need to create it. Just you can just provide that database user. Suppose which technical user you want to create. Suppose I want to create the, so cockpit user. Just to create the cockpit, something like that. From here, if you create it, that will be added. If you create here, so that will be added to the here. See here. Let me try to add here SAP HANA and so 55. So multi-container system DB. Then you can try to add this one. So HANA Cockpit C Studio. Now you added the HANA Studio here, right? In HANA Studio you added the systems here. Then if you open it, it will open the administration page, and every page we need to check from here, right? This is the, this HANA Studio is the Eclipse based software. Eclipse based software. Every browser we have to install this software. We have to install it, right? Every browser we have to install this Eclipse based software, right? So apart from that, so if you use the if you, every person you have to install, every person has to add it. But on a cockpit, you don't need to add one person. Once the administrator person add it, then you can monitor the databases. Just you can monitor the databases from the cockpit, right? So this is one. So see here, currently we don't have any users like cockpit underscore cockpit. So now here just I created the one cockpit, then just click on the create button. That user will be created. The technical user cockpit is created successfully, which means the user should be exist here, right? Just to go to the here, refresh, then see here the cockpit user is created. So which means this cockpit user is for the, so for the monitoring the these databases. Step number 4. Then what is the group? If you don't select any group, or if you can select it, select the group. Then just to go to the register the system. Then database already registered in the cockpit. Provide the user defined name. So it's saying that it's already registered. It's already registered the name here. So it's already registered. So user defined name. Maybe I can say like development S4D, right? Like that. So you can just click on create it. Yes, you can see one more system is registered. One more system is registered now. This is the system, right? One more system is registered here. Then go to the cockpit. So just click on the cockpit. In the cockpit, So it is opened. You can see that in the cockpit. So you will get the one more database here. So it is loading. See here, it is loading here. Here one more databases you will get from here, right? So development systems under the which database. Suppose you want to check in the production. So we don't have any database. That's why zero databases we have. Zero databases we have, right? Like that. So you can go to the home page. So these are the tiles. We will call it as these are the tiles. So under the tiles, you have all the databases are located here. All the databases are located under the tiles. These tiles, all the databases are located here. So here you can see this database is stopped status, right? You can go ahead and here you can start the database also. We can also start the database from here also. We can start the database. So in case Hana Studio is down, then if the system is stopped, you cannot connect to the Hana Studio, right? System is stopped, you cannot connect to the system. But here, just you can connect to the studio. Okay, here S4H is down. Just you can start the database, then you can start the database itself, right? So here we need to just enter the credentials. So voice level credentials, we have to enter it. Suppose like S4H, right? S4H ADM, then the passwords. Applications, more we can configure from here also. License, everything is possible from whatever you do in the studio. Everything or more than that we can do it from here also. More than that we can configure from here. So it is starting. You can see here it is getting started. Now we can monitor the services here. We can monitor the services. So whether it is started or not, you can monitor it from here. So name server started. So what about the other services? So it is loading it here. System started. So it is starting more. It is starting the systems. So if we wait some time, that will be loaded. So that will be loaded. That will be loaded here. See here, system is started, right? That is the reason system is started. We got the screen. But if the Hana Studio system is down, will you connect to the Hana Studio? No, right? But here we can open the browser. So in the browser level, we can open the URL. From here, we can connect to the all our databases. We can connect it and multiple sessions. You can open it. You can monitor it. You can open it and monitor it from the Hana Cockpit. You can monitor it. Multiple sessions. You can open it and you can monitor it. This is the way we can monitor the data. Just if you have the launch URL, just you can monitor the same URL. You can open in the browser also. Any browser in a mobile also you have the browser, laptop also browser, smartphones, any device you have the browser. So just to open cockpit and you can monitor the your databases. If you want to start and stop the databases, just you can when you are in the mobile, just you can open it, can monitor it also. So that is possible. That is possible from here, right? That is possible from here. So that is the way we can add the databases, then register the databases, then open the databases, and we can monitor it. We can monitor it from here, right? So this is the one. Yeah, this is the home URL. It is opening now. Here new features like we can load also we can override. See here two databases are running now. Two databases are running now, right? So you can see here. So and also I have configured. You can these are the more just database explorer. We can monitor the table usage and everything in the dynamically. Some templates configurations, parameter changes, EWA. Suppose you can add the multiple links also. I have added our ECC GUI screen here, so that if you open the cockpit, our ECC system will be opened here. Our ECC will be opened here. So then you can just monitor the just execute the transaction codes and you can see so what's happening with the my ECC system. All this information you can monitor from here, right? So this is the way we can monitor it here. This is the my connection, HTTP connection, which I connected it here. So this is the raw.
How to connect that?
So here you have the add links is there, right? Add links. Just to go to the here, just to provide the title. What is that? Maybe SAP GUI web browser, web GUI, maybe something like that. Then provide. So if you open the, just you can provide the GUI title name and provide the URL. Maybe I can say I can say like maybe I can just create the some Google like that, right? So then we can provide the google.com www. Tile, just tile I'm creating here. Okay, Google I created. Just click on this button, then Google page will be opened here. But here, so nothing will be opened here. Just I need to just provide the full domain. I think I have to provide. Okay, like that we can add the so tiles here. Like that we can add the tiles and everything. Wherever you want, you can put that one. Okay, so dump file viewer. If we need logs that we can view it. So database explorer. So in the database level, whatever that we have seen, right, logs and everything that we can monitor from here. Managed cockpit means so that adding the databases here, right? Just click on the training database tile which we created, right? Just to go to the system DB here. System DB we have, and tenant DB also is running, right? S4H, then S4D, both are all are running fine here. All are running here. Suppose just to go to the system DB. Maybe we check it in the system DB also. You can go here and we can monitor it here. Just to go and see here what's happening and what are the things we can see here in the so system database also. You want to stop, you can stop it. So take the backups, everything we can take it from here. So same way, memory, alerts, services status, so CPU usage and CPU usage, see how much 97%, disk usage, and what are the SQL statements is running, sessions, threads. So all these things we can monitor from here. So monitor the table usage, table usage. So table usage, what tables are being used now, everything it is possible from here. So see here memory usage and everything here, that's everything is possible here, right? So developers they will use this explorer, database explorer. So like that many things are possible from the here. Maybe if you want to take the load also we can take it. So many things are there. If you keep on browsing you will get more here, right? So more you will get. So maybe if you go to the SQL console you will get so database management. Here what are the databases for the system DB, tenant DB, alerts, all the information will be supported. You want to stop it, just you can stop it and you can restart the database also. You want to set the limits, blacklisted passwords, parameters, anything, added trials. So all these things we will discuss. So anything it will be available in the here, right? Same way if you go to the tenant DB, you will get more. It's a very interactive session, this one actually. New user experience, and with the tiles we can monitor, and also we can capture the workload also. So currently what is the issue, that workload we can capture it, then we can, so load means system load we can capture, and those we can replay the load. This is one of the new feature SAP introduced. Suppose currently the load is very high, just we can just start capturing the system load. System usage is very slow, we can capture the load, then later point of time we can replay means we can, so just to re-execute and we can observe the issue symptoms and then we can replay it. That is what we can replay and analysis, that everything we can perform it from. So here that is the replay, workload replay option. Reconfigure, replay means re-execution. So like that, so if you see here backups we will discuss, and integrations, alerts, configurations, database administration point of view,
and platform lifecycle management. So many are there here to monitor it here. We will discuss in the day to day. We will discuss in the studio, and also we will discuss in the Hana cockpit also. Studio we will discuss, and cockpit also we will discuss about the all these things. Studio and cockpit, all these things we will discuss and monitor it here. Monitor the systems and everything here from studio and here. The difference we will see it from here also, right? If you don't know the command and everything, just you can search it here. Just I want to see the, suppose like what is the tabs here we have in the Hana Studio. Suppose we want system information, some volumes, right? You want to see the volumes of the here. Just you don't know where this tab is. Here you have the search bar. Just type volume. Just type volumes. Then you will get the information from volumes related information. If anything is there, you will get the volumes related information from here, right? Suppose system information, system information. So here you can see the, view the system informations and everything, we can get it out. So like that we can get the, so things here by searching the search option. If you have the search option here, we can do the that search option, we can manage it from here, right? That is the one. So we can do it from here, Hana cockpit manager. If you want to stop the database, so you can just stop the database also, you can stop it here. SQL console and database management. So all these things are available here, right? All these things are available here. So but carefully we need to manage all these things. Carefully we have to manage all these things, we have to manage it here. Just the URL.
Where in service marketplace?
Service marketplace.
Where to download that cockpit?
Okay, cockpit same way how you downloaded the Hana Studio or Hana database, same way we have to download the cockpit also. Same way we have to download it, then extract it, then install it using the HDB LCM tool. Using the HDB LCM tool, you can do the installation also. You can do the installation, right? So
Can I see that file in that media folder?
yeah, you can see here. Yeah, it is available. I already placed it here. Let me show you here. No,
Can I practice how to install that cockpit also?
yeah, you can practice it. See here, it is there here. So not here, the Linux one. So it is there in the our SAP HANA. It is slash media, under the media. You have the see the cockpit also there. I think see here cockpit, HANA cockpit. So cockpit SAR file. Just extract it. Same as like it will create the folder. Go to inside of the folder. Then you can just install it. Same HDB LCM. You can use the HDB LCM. So then you can do the installation. Simple.
Okay.
And instead of studio, this is the one of the new user experience. Browser based list of tabs are available here. So that will be very useful actually. Replication, stopping, starting. So all the things we can store, we can see it from here. So new things are the workload, database explorer, and a real table usage we can monitor from here. Real table usage means, so the table explorer we will get right bottom, I think somewhere, that we will capture that one, table usage, monitor the table usage, performance, memory fulfilling, all the information we can see it from here. Backup configurations, so all these things we will get from here. Recommendations, so we will also get the recommendation from the SAP. So just if we ask them recommendations, we will get the recommendations, physical design and logic, skill wise, what the recommendations. So if anything, we can configure those recommendations by selecting the configure option. Recommendations means recommended parameters for our landscape, our systems. We will get it. Based on that, we can configure those things here. And also here, what I see, we have the new options actually here. Templates. Okay, you can see the configuration templates. So this template is for the parameter changes. Yesterday we have seen the parameters, right? So that parameters we can see it. So example template. What is that template means? In your system, suppose in S4H system, right? You want to change the some parameters, right? You want to change the parameters. Suppose like global allocation limit, memory limit, something you want to change it, right? You want to change that limitations and everything, right? So here parameter changes, configuration tab. Suppose like you want to change the some timeout parameter or something. Just check it out. Okay, here we need to check. Okay, so you can see the log timeout parameter value you want to change. You want to change that to the, you want to change that edit to the, suppose like timeout, suppose some parameters you want to change it. So just you are creating the template here. Just you created the template, right? So just to create the template, you want to change the parameter value, right? You created the template. So then you can apply to the hundreds of databases at a time, right? Select the whatever the hundreds of databases you have, just click on and apply it, right? So just it will be applied on database. I don't have permissions, I guess. Okay, development dashboard, I don't have permission, it's not applied. And remaining databases, it will be applied, right? This way, you don't need to log into the hundreds of databases manually. Suppose if you want to change the parameter, you need to go to the S4D, go to the INA files, then you need to change it, right? So then S4P, you need to change 1, 2, 3, 4, hundreds of databases, you have to manually go and you need to change it. But in Hana Cockpit, one of the new feature is create the template. What parameters you are going to change it, create the template. Then just apply the template to the, you will get the number of databases, right? Select all the databases, just click on the apply. At a time, all will be applied. All will be applied. So instead of changing the, suppose hundreds databases you have, you need to change the parameter, 6 parameter, 10 parameters, you have to change it in the 100. 10 parameters means 1 hour, take 1 hour. Hundreds of databases means one by one means how much time it will take. Suppose 10 hours, is it? So 10 hours, 10 hours you are taking. But if you just go to the cockpit, select the database, select the option, just create the template in the cockpit, create the template, just create the template. Suppose like template 2, example template 2 I'm creating. Okay, suppose here I want to, what parameters? So systemdb or tenants, so host, database level, where do you want to databases, right? So databases you want to change it, so select it. So which database? Suppose one database, select one database. So which parameters you want to change it, right? Which parameter? Suppose I want to reset this one to previous status, so something like that you created it. So something like that, you created the template. What some one parameter you want to change it, you created it, right? So you want to apply the template. So that just select it. You don't need to log into the each and every systems. Then hundreds of systems you don't need to log in. Just select it. Just apply to the database. Then which databases? I want to apply to all the databases. Then apply the template. So then that will be applied. That will be applied to the database. See here, template was successfully applied to the following databases. If you have the hundreds of databases, At a time, single snap, everything will be applied, right? It's one of the features. So you don't need to log in. So all the database, just log into the cockpit, select the template, create the template, apply it. That will be applied, right? So this is the way we can we can just create the template. This is a new concept SAP provided. So like the templates configurations, database explorer. So many things like just in a browser also you can open and you can monitor the HANA database and everything can monitor it, right? This is the way. Okay, so new user experience. So please practice it. URLs I sent to you, just to practice it. So meanwhile I will check what is the issue with the our HANA SAP Linux one. Okay, then we can